why it's important to do the stress test and you get into the in 35 seconds, 1 million biometric data points. It's just amazing. It measures that the autonomic and the nervous system stress.
Well, I think we've seen this zeitgeist shift, and it's nice to see, but we've kind of lost our way a little bit. I like quantified measurement tools. I think they're fantastic as maybe a guide or a place to assist me on where I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't like them as a tool where I've lost my intuition. It's like going to a doctor and say you have cancer and you know how you feel. I always tell patients, trust how you feel. You know you better than anybody knows you. Do not lose sight of your intuition. But people have lost sight of their intuition. So you have Aura Rings and Garmins and Whoops and Fitbits and Apple Watches. So we are learning and we're adjusting and we're leaning into quantified measurement tools without really understanding that they're not that quantified. It is physiologically impossible, in fact, illogical to think you can get accurate heart rate variability from your ring on your finger. It's so nonsensical, it's ridiculous. You need millions of data points from an ECG on your heart to get accurate HRV, but that's a different discussion. The voice tool simply creates the highest level of medical grade sensitivity and accurate measurement of your nervous system. In 35 seconds, you are correct. We can capture more than 1 million data points from your voice. We're specifically targeting 10,000 biometrics. But here's what's fascinating about your voice. You can't tell a lie. Someone asked me, who's really smart, hey Jim, can I trick this? I said, well, you could if you knew the 10,000 data points we were measuring, but I'm pretty sure you don't. Now here's why. The autonomic nervous system is managed by the vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body. Innervates the brainstem and goes through your visceral organs. The autonomic nervous system contains the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve fibers. Great. Well, guess what? Your autonomic nervous system speaks the truth of your nervous system. Okay. Well, your voice box is connected to the autonomic nervous system and the vagus nerve through the laryngeal nerve. They're literally connected. That's how your voice expresses with incredible accuracy a window into your stress. So if you want to know, I can look at heart rate. I can look at my LDL and HDL. I can look at my pulse ox. I can look at a bunch of measurement tools, but I got to collate them all into a story that maybe makes sense. I don't need any of that. My longevity, resilience, and ability to fight off disease, to stay emotionally present, mentally endurance, and just physically well is my nervous system. Ladies and gentlemen, all health, resilience, and longevity begins with your nervous system. So let me go right to the source in 35 seconds, speaking to the phone. It is important that it's quiet around you. We are so kind of gung-ho on accuracy and medical grade sensitivity. There's no filters in the microphone capture. So in a quiet environment, you speak extemporaneously for 35 seconds. You don't read, because when you read, you disengage your autonomic nervous system. You don't think about something emotional. Obviously, your sympathetic tone is going to go up. So you literally describe your environment in great detail. 35 seconds. We evaluate 1 million data points and come back to you with a coherence score from 0 to 100. And that
Wow.
level of specificity is
Wow.
incredible. And here's what you're going to see. Number one, I think walking on the beach helps me relax. Great. Do it before and after. I think doing breath work in the yard helps me with my nervous system. Great. Do it before and after. I think swimming in the pool. I don't care what it is that you do it. Or if you really want to get specific, do 35-second voice capture, see your score, go to a 20-minute rescue VT, the only patented technology clinically proven to balance your nervous system, and watch your score rise. But more importantly, and David, you alluded to this earlier, there's a cumulative benefit to NuCalm. 2 reasons. Number one, it's like a tuning fork. Everything we do is resonance, frequency, and biomodulation. It is a tuning fork. So the more the tuning fork gets into me and my psyche, my brain, my nervous system, the more I'm actually learning how to take care of myself. So there's a cumulative benefit, which means today, David, I just flew to Singapore, came back, flew to Santa Barbara, came back. I'm home a couple days a month if I'm lucky. I can't get under a 90 because for 17 years I've balanced my nervous system.
Right.
Even in the highest state of crisis or conflict management or my worst day on earth, you're never going to see me off kilter and you're never going to see me go under 90. That's just the way it is because of the cumulative benefits. So if you guys want accuracy, if you want to know insights, because David may or may not share this with you, but we work with really, really highly discerning audiences. When we launched the voice assessment tool after 10 years of research with a leading physicist, immediately I called the head of the
Wait a
FBI.
second. You spent 10 years to develop that stress test
10
that
years.
goes on, and then you put it on the front of their app at the bottom, and it's free with your membership.
Correct.
Beautiful.
10
Yeah.
years. Why? We want to help humanity. If we see shifts in the zeitgeist, a mobile app, we could be billionaires selling a $6,000 FDA Class C medical device. We didn't need to do this. We didn't just spend 6 years and $14 million trying to figure out how to get all of that into this. But as soon as we launched this on July 9th, I called the head of the FBI hostage rescue team, the commanding officer of the elite extraction and termination team in the world. And I said, Brian, we figured it out. They've been looking for tools to evaluate the mission readiness of their operators. Guess what they do now? Before mission, give me your 35 seconds. Show me your score. You're not ready. Go do a rescue VT. That's how powerful this is.
Right.
So absolutely, if you use a Garmin, a Fitbit, an Aura, first of all, I'd recommend that you don't, because the accelerometers are pushing bad information through your bloodstream every 4 seconds. It's just not necessary. It will compromise your DNA structure at some point. I wear nothing. First of all, I trust my intuition. If I didn't sleep well, I don't need an Aura ring to tell me I didn't sleep well. In fact, I used to find that demoralizing. I said, I don't need reinforcement. I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep well. But this tool is so easy, and it really closes the loop, David. How am I doing? Right here. Here's my accurate score. How am I going to improve that? Do rescue.
Right. I think what it does, doesn't it tell you what to do? It says it gives you like a NuCalm prescription of do rescue for 30 minutes and do power nap later or whatever to get your score, and then retest, get your score.
Correct.
It's yeah.
Hi, I'm Jim Poole, and I'm excited and honored to introduce you to a technology that's literally going to change your life. And it's going to sound too good to be true. We get that a lot. NuCalm has been changing lives since 2009, but we've been at this for 36 years. That's right. 36 years of clinically proven, patented neuroscience designed to allow you to change your state of mind on demand with no pills, no gimmicks, no effort. You just select play on a mobile app. How did we do this? We created patented neuroacoustic software, very complicated science with physics and math, nonlinear oscillating algorithms, pitch and frequency matrices. There's a lot in there because your brain is complicated. Then we put music on top of the software. You cannot hear what we're doing. Music is a distraction and a carrier as we present your brain with precise signals that your brain happily synchronizes to. Now your brain is the same as my brain, the same as 8.4 billion people's brains. It oscillates in a frequency range of 41 hertz in 5 categories: delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. Each of these frequencies is associated with an exact behavior, mood, and thought. So what we've created and what used to be a $6,000 FDA Class 3 medical device is now available on a mobile app. You literally select how you want to feel. Deepest Sleep Plus takes your brainwave function all the way down to 0.5 hertz and we put you to sleep. Rescue and Power Nap puts you at 4 hertz, which is the healing zone of deep theta. Flow State takes you to alpha and creativity. Focus takes you to 18.4 hertz where your brain is intentional, no distractions, and you are focused. And then 40 hertz and 41 hertz is elite mental performance and physical performance. We have created an opportunity for you to change your state on demand. Now here's where it gets fun for you. We've been at this for 36 years, and 32 of those years we were pure science. Invention, discovery, clinical proof, clinical studies, you name it, we did it. We've worked with the Department of Defense, the Department of Justice, 78 professional sports teams, the FedEx Pilots Union. We've been serving very discerning audiences since 2009. We haven't had any partner, but now we're at a place where we're looking for force multipliers. We're an organization that's created one of the most powerful technologies ever to land on Earth to help humans. You can downregulate your stress. You can improve your sleep. You can do your focus with no effort and no harm. I've known David D'Arcangelo for a couple of years. I know him to be integrous. I know him to be an honorable human being who is compassionate and passionate about helping others. He introduced me to Stu. Immediately I felt this person is like us, doing the right thing when no one's looking. So we've established our first partnership and an exclusive partnership with Social X. This is a big deal for us. We don't have any partners, and we certainly don't have any exclusive partners. So in the direct sales network marketing world, we have one exclusive partner in perpetuity, and that's Social X. And our goal is to expand the use of NuCalm to as many people as possible. Imagine anywhere on Earth, with a mobile app and a headphone, people can get the stress relief they need and deserve. They can get the sleep they need and deserve. That's what we're here to do. So welcome to the NuCalm family. We are so excited to share our technology with professionals like you who are passionate and compassionate about helping people. Together, we can make a difference. Welcome to the family. NuCalm has taken 33 years and $42 million of patented clinically proven neuroscience that used to be a 4-component complex $6,000 device into a mobile app. And on that app, there are 6 channels. So you as a consumer get to choose. How do I want to feel right now at this moment? And how do I want to activate this and get to a state without drugs or side effects? So deep sleep is used at night. It's used through a speaker. It is not binaural signal processing. It's called isochronic waveform. So through a speaker at night, you put on deep sleep, and within minutes, it simply cycles your brainwave down to 0.5 hertz and puts you to sleep. It's an 8-hour track, and along that journey of sleep, you're filling in gaps in your sleep architecture, and your sleep efficiency is improving. Then we have rescue, power nap, and flow state. These are the core clinical therapeutic values of NuCalm. Rescue has been used in over 2 million surgical procedures, replacing general anesthesia with people being operated on listening to our physics. This is the key, this is the patents and all the stuff we've done across the years with cancer and multiple sclerosis and addiction and trauma and surgical procedures. Rescue is the key cornerstone neuroacoustic software of NuCalm. Rescue is the key for any athlete and any fan who is so excited, they get so amped up for the game, and then you win, you're amped up, and you lose, you're so disappointed. Rescue is something you do after performance for recovery. Reset my mind, reset my body, lower my stress response, raise my rest response. When I raise my rest response, I can be more patient, more present, more clear-headed, more focused, more energized, more calm. I'm not sabotaged by anxiety and fear and other people's concerns and worries. So rescue, power nap, and flow state are the recovery elements. Then we have focus. Focus was just released in July of 2022. It took us 7 years to create this. Focus oscillates your brain between 15 and 20 hertz. There's a specific frequency that correlates to high levels of clarity, concentration, and comprehension, and that's 18.4 hertz. The human brain can only stay in a thinking process like this clear focus for 15 to 20 minutes. It's called the Pomodoro technique. So for about 15 to 20 minutes, we can be focused. Then you'll notice your mind starts to distract and we reach diminished returns. Well, not with physics, you don't. So we have a 47-minute full focus track. You put headphones on and you are laser focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Then we have Ignite. Ignite is hugely beneficial to the professional athlete. For 6 years, we use this in confidence with 56 professional sports teams and across the Department of Defense, literally putting this into the hands or into the heads of Special Forces, Air Force Special Operations Command, Navy SEALs, etc. Ignite oscillates your brain starting at 15 hertz in a 14-minute neuroacoustic software journey all the way up to 40 hertz where you're fully activated and ready to prepare for any performance, and you will have an unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. Let me repeat that. An unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. You will achieve anything you set your mind to because there is no distraction and you are fully activated, so you have full access to all of your muscle memory and all of your training. Sleep is a problem for many, many people, in fact, too many people. And there's an incompatibility between stress and sleep. So our sleep protocol starts with rescue. If we can solve your stress response, we help aid in your sleep. We improve your sleep quality just by managing your stress response. However, we created and launched in November of 2021 Deep Sleep. This is the most complicated physics we've ever created. It took us 9 years to invent this. Why? We didn't want you to have to wear a headphone to go to bed. So with a speaker in your bedroom, and it cannot be a mobile device speaker. Many of you know this, but each NuCalm track has 1, 2, 3 gigabytes of information, and a speaker and a mobile device can't support that. Get yourself a nice remote speaker, and you select play on Deep Sleep, any track you want, and guess what? We have Summer Rain, we have Sonic Essence, we have Sleep Melodies, we have great opportunity for you to press start, and then we put you to sleep. We gently and naturally guide your brainwave to the deepest form of sleep. Deep Sleep begins your night with 50 minutes of powerful patented physics designed to help you fall asleep. The rest of the Deep Sleep track, whether it's an 8-hour track or a 10-hour track, is sleep filler that helps improve your sleep quality. Deepest Sleep we launched in 2024. Deepest Sleep says, hey Kay, people are having difficulty with the onset of sleep. We get that. There's too much going on. We're too energized. It's difficult. But people are also having difficulty when they wake up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and their worry starts, and their anxiety starts, and then their cortisol starts, and the stress hormone, and they lie there perseverating over things they can't solve at 2:37 in the morning, but it interrupts their sleep, and they can't get back to sleep. So what we did is, okay, we see the pattern, we see the usage. We're going to add the 50 minutes of powerful physics at the beginning of Deep Sleep at hour 4. So Deepest Sleep has 2 areas where we're putting you to sleep. The beginning of your rest at night, and then in the middle of the night when you wake up to go to the bathroom and you can't go back to sleep. And then we have Deepest Sleep Plus, which is in the Deepest Sleep category. Deepest Sleep Plus is for those who get into bed and don't want to fall right to sleep. Once you press start on Deepest Sleep or Deep Sleep, you're going to sleep. They want to ease into it. So we added a 20-minute rescue to the beginning of Deepest Sleep. So get this. We are now taking our technology, it's like alchemy, and saying, okay, people are having difficulty with the onset of sleep, here you go. People are having difficulty getting back to sleep when they wake up in the night to go to the bathroom, here you go. People want a slow entry and a comfortable, relaxing pace into sleep, here you go. Deepest Sleep Plus provides all of that for you. Speaker in your bedroom, sweet dreams. Focus is designed to help you focus. Wouldn't it be nice if on demand with no drugs, with no having to do anything, you can just put a headphone on, select start, and within a couple seconds, there's no distractions in your brain. You're highly intentional, you're focused on exactly what you want to focus on, and you're able to get more done in less time. This is the ultimate efficiency tool and the ultimate focus tool, and it's called Focus. So there are 2 ways to use this. One is in your office with a good speaker. You can play Focus in the background all day long. One of the cool things about Focus is we're taking you to 18.4 hertz and we're kind of cycling you around 15 to 20 hertz. There's no harm, no foul there. You can't do anything dangerous to yourself. So you can listen to this as long as you want and as much as you want. I personally use this on a speaker for most of the workday, but when I need to be intentional, I don't want to make any mistakes and I don't want this to take too long, I put headphones on for Focus, and I love the music. Because we're in a higher frequency, we can be a little bit more upbeat with our music, whether it's piano, guitar. So headphone in my office, selecting Focus on the app, clarity, concentration, and comprehension. Hit continue, any focus track. And what's crazy is you get in that zone and you're working, you feel good because there's no distractions in your brain, and all of a sudden 60 minutes has gone by. It's like, how did that happen? It's amazing. Focus is the key, amazing productivity tool for all of us who want to get more done in less time without medication. Ignite was designed for ignition. Yeah, take off, blast off, lift off, elevation. I want to elevate my energy. I want to elevate my mental acuity. I want to elevate my musculature, my endurance, and my strength. This is an amazing tech, and this is one of those in the NuCalm catalog that seems like magic, because it seems impossible for me to listen to something yet feel a visceral physical reaction happening while I'm listening to it. So the tracks are 13 to 15 minutes long. They are instrumental, and you use them with a headphone. Now, there are two ways to do this. If I'm working out in the gym or I'm on the Peloton, I'm probably not going to do an over-ear headphone. I will do in-ear buds. Or it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to present or do something at 7 o'clock. It's been on my mind all day. It's kind of like an anchor. You're like, oh, I got to do that tonight. And my energy's starting to dip. I've had dinner. I've gone for my after-dinner walk with my family. I'll put headphones on and ignite and activate that energy so that I'm present and I'm at my best to perform at my peak at 7 o'clock at night. So with headphones over ear when I'm not working out for an energy boost that's non-drug, that's not medication, and it's cortisol and acid in my stomach and sugar and all that stuff, or in-ear buds. Ignite was brought to market in 2016, but you didn't have access to it unless you were an elite military operator or professional athlete. So 998 elite military operators or professional athletes signed an NDA and had private confidential access to this technology from 2016 to 2021. And we finally launched it to the public. It's been met with incredible enthusiasm because we love energy. We identify with energy, and it'd be nice to have energy that's, not medication-based, supplement-based, or caffeine-based. Ignite to ignite you. Flow state was designed to put you in a state of flow. This is designed for creativity. So even if you're not a guitar player, a musician, a pianist, a poet, a writer, we still want access to our creativity. And a lot of times our to-do list, our stress, our chaos in our life, our lack of sleep gets in the way. Flow state is designed to levitate your brain gently and naturally to the state just between alpha and theta, which is the creative zone, in a specific frequency of 7.83 hertz. How do we use it? Most people are going to use it like an immersive experience, just like rescue and power nap. Headphone, eye mask, safe, comfortable place, press start. Other people we've heard just play it ambiently while they're working in their office. To each his own, okay? This is a tool. The best way to use this and the most effective would be to lay down with an eye mask and headphone. But if working with it on in the background helps you get into a creative state without stress, go for it. So what we have here is we have a good headphone. This is an AirPod Max Apple headphone. This is the Sony MX-1005. Excellent headphone, wired. I've got an adapter to go to a mobile device. I have an iPad and a mobile phone. We want to hit Do Not Disturb before we do a NuCalm experience. And invariably, when you get up, you feel so relaxed and calm and centered and patient, you forget to turn that off. And that happened to me a few times where my team or my family couldn't get a hold of me and it sounded like I was on an airplane or international travel because it went right to voicemail. It's because I forgot Do Not Disturb. So I don't play that game, and I use an iPad for all of my NuCalm. In fact, just looking at this iPad is giving me a sense of calm and peace and relaxation, okay? So, flow state, safe, comfortable place, eye mask. I'm laying down, I'm doing a headphone, I'm doing the app, selecting it on my app, flow state, any time signature I want. I'm going to select 40 right now, eye mask down, and I'm getting into a state of flow. Power Nap was designed to hit the pause button, to get a 20-minute restoration, a reboot, a recharge. Find a safe, comfortable place, preferably the comfort of your bed at home, or the bed of a hotel room, or your office chair. It doesn't really matter, but it does need to be safe, and you do want to be comfortable. You're going to need an eye mask, a good pair of headphones, and the mobile app. Power Nap is 20 minutes, but with our patented, clinically proven physics, it gives you the gift of 2 hours of restorative sleep. Imagine that. In 20 minutes, you can get the value of the deepest restorative sleep available. That's the power of Power Nap. So, I find a safe, comfortable place. I put an eye mask on. Now, headphones, we want them to be good because there's a frequency range associated with the physics. But headphones are personal, so whatever your favorite is, whatever is comfortable on the ear or on the top of your head, it doesn't matter, but it does need to be a decent pair of headphones, not a throwaway in-ear bud. So there are two choices here in front of me. One is the AirPod Pro Maxes. They're convenient, but for those of you who have sensitivity to EMF, the Sony MX-1005s are brilliant. They're lighter on top of the head, so they don't get to, feel on your cranium hard. They're also soft on the ears, so they don't get too hot, and the sound quality is amazing. So headphones on, turn the headphone on. For this headphone, I need this adapter for the app. I plug it in, and voila. I am now connected. I hit power nap. 20 minutes gets you 2 hours of restorative sleep. Eye mask, headphone, off you go. Rescue is the key product for NuCalm. We recommend Rescue to every human on Earth, in utero to 100 years old. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, how you live, why you live, your disease state, your athletic prowess. It doesn't matter. We as a human species are prone to stress every day. Rescue solves stress in the midbrain. It's the only solution in the world that solves stress at its source in the midbrain. So for Rescue, it is an experience. Find a safe, comfortable place, preferably laying down in your bed or a hotel bed. Eye mask, headphone, and the mobile app. So you get your mobile app, you find Rescue, you select Rescue, and you'll see there's a lot of different time opportunities. The time is inconsequential. Your brain knows how much recovery you need at that moment. So you're going to be in there for as long as you need. But you can select whatever you want. There are two ways to deliver a signal to the human brain and to basically guide it up or down. One way is called binaural beat or binaural signal processing. The second way is called isochronic waveform. Our physics platform uses both methodologies to deliver a signal to your brain that your brain synchronizes to and then follows it down or up. So binaural beat or binaural signal processing is a delivery of a signal. The importance and why NuCalm is so unique is the method, the physics, the software, the platform of the signal we're providing to the brain. This isn't a delivery mechanism, this is a solution. So, headphone. You can use this headphone here, it's convenient. It's got 360-degree spatial physics audio. Headphone, eye mask. I should put it on first, but you get the idea. Eye mask. Select Rescue, and voila.